Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to never miss a video. Who knows? The next story might just keep you up all night. It was 2 a.m., and Peter, an exhausted Uber driver, was waiting to complete his last ride of the night. Sleep threatened to take over when his phone buzzed, alerting him to a nearby booking. Grateful for the chance to wrap up his shift, Peter splashed water on his face and headed toward the pickup location. The directions led him down a deserted, poorly lit road that seemed to stretch endlessly into the night. The booking was under the name Rajiv, but when Peter arrived, he was surprised to see a woman in a shimmering blue dress waving him down. Her attire suggested she had been at a party, but her somber demeanor hinted otherwise. She slid into the front seat, an unusual choice, especially for a lone woman at this hour. Peter hesitated but decided not to question it. Her destination was a hospital 7 kilometers away. "Why are you going to a hospital so late?" Peter asked, his voice tinged with concern. The woman was silent at first, gazing out the window as the car rolled forward. Finally, she replied, "My husband is admitted there." The air in the car grew heavy. Peter offered his condolences and stayed quiet, sensing she wasn't in the mood to talk. Minutes passed before she broke the silence. "Exactly 2 years ago, Rajiv and I were returning from a party. We were so happy." Her voice trailed off. "What happened?" Peter asked gently. She didn't answer, her expression unreadable. A chill ran down Peter's spine as he glanced at her. That's when he noticed something alarming. The woman wasn't visible in the rearview mirror. His heart pounded as the horrifying realization hit him. She wasn't human. Thinking quickly, Peter slammed on the brakes, pretending the car had broken down. "I'll check what's wrong," he said, stepping out. But when he turned to explain, the woman was gone. Peter's relief was short-lived. As he sped down the road, she reappeared, standing directly in his path. This time, her face twisted into a ghastly visage, a skeletal, hollow-eyed creature grinning maliciously. Panicking, Peter floored the accelerator, driving through the apparition. Yet when he checked his mirror, she was chasing him, her horrifying form keeping pace no matter how fast he drove. Desperation clouded his judgment, and Peter lost control of the car, careened into a divider, crashing violently. When he regained consciousness, he realized the crash site was directly in front of the hospital, the woman's intended destination. The hospital staff rushed out, rescuing Peter from the wreckage. Weak and disoriented, he asked about Rajiv. The nurse hesitated before explaining. 2 years ago, a couple named Rajiv and his wife were in a terrible accident near here. Rajiv died on the spot. His wife survived but was overcome with grief. A week later, she took her life, right in front of this hospital. Peter's blood ran cold. His passenger wasn't just a ghost. She was the tormented spirit of Rajiv's wife, forever bound to the tragedy of that night. Though Peter survived, the encounter left him deeply scarred. He abandoned his job and vowed never to drive again. The memory of the ghostly woman and her chilling revenge haunted him for the rest of his days. Sleep well tonight, if you can. And don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell icon to join us for more tales that will make your spine tingle.